Capricorn, how are you, my cutie patootie looking all good, so yummy. Mommy Capricorn, Daddy Capricorn, welcome to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy. So Capricorn, this is going to be your reading from July 28, which is my birthday, until August 3rd. In this reading, Capricorn, I'm going to take a look at your past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify all the cards, get some final advice, and pull a message of love for you. Capricorn, thank you so much for your kind words. Thank you also for all your comments and words and presence. I really appreciate you. I hope that you're doing well, dear Capricorn. So let's get into your reading and see what's going on. For those of you that are new, welcome, make yourself home. And just for your information, I am son of a Capricorn and son of a Taurus. Very demure, very mindful. I'm a quadruple Leo as well. So let's get into your reading, Capricorn. Okay, so Capricorn, your main challenge for this upcoming week is the Six of Pentacles. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Swords. Your challenge here has to do a lot with some sort of an interaction, okay, that you're anticipating. I feel like that for many of you, you're doubting a circumstance, you're doubting a situation, whether there is going to be an equal give and take exchange energy. You might be still thinking that if you have someone on your mind, or if there is a person in your life, there's a situation that you maybe are getting breadcrumbed, or you have a fear of getting breadcrumbed, or maybe there will be a lack of reciprocation. Okay, there's a lot of doubts that are creeping in. We're going to talk about this and clarify this shortly. Capricorn, in the recent past, you have the Page of Swords, the Hangman, and the Ten of Wands. So in the recent past, I strongly feel like here that there was a lot of hesitation whether to stay in a connection or not, okay? The Hangman here is talking about being in this energy of kind of like hesitating to finalize a decision here. For many of you, I think you were involved with somebody that it kind of felt like it was a burden. Maybe you felt like a burden to this person, they felt like a burden to you, but there was a lot of challenges, okay? And we're gonna talk about this and clarify shortly. Capricorn, in the present moment, you have the Knight of Pentacles, which is you, the Hermit, and the Seven of Swords. In the present moment, you are trying to understand the truth of this situation, okay? You are trying to make sense. This is about going inwards, going within yourself. There is a lot of trust issues that you have with somebody. I think that in this specific situation, Capricorn, what's happening for you is you have these doubts. How is it going to work out? You know, there is trust issues that need to be clarified, and we're going to find out more about this. But right now you're going inwards. You're kind of like in a hermit mode, okay? Doing a lot of thinking within yourself. Now, in the near future, you have the King of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Page of Wands. What you're ultimately looking forward to is, what you don't see coming is, there's going to be a very emotional moment somewhere in the near future. A very emotional fire, water energy here. Okay, I see here that there's going to be, I'm getting deep like conversations that are going to lead to something profound that you've been waiting for. You've been anticipating. You've been waiting for something to take place. And this message that finds you might as well just bring that for you, okay? We're going to find out more. And I'm going to clarify your main challenge. So Six of Pentacles is talking about an equal give and take exchange energy. Sometimes it is also described as the breadcrumbing. And that is something that you definitely don't want, especially as a Capricorn. So the Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Five of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. There is a very strong, undeniable connection between you and someone else, okay? And I feel like deep down, you know that it comes along with major disappointment, and it comes along with the potential of misunderstanding each other, okay? Whatever the situation here is, Capricorn, I feel like there is power struggles. Possibly you and this person have very strong personalities, and there might have been arguments and fights in the past, and this is something that you may start looking into working things out with this person. But there is a lot of doubts. What if I get breadcrumb? What if I have to beg for an attention? What if I have to beg for communication, and I don't want to be doing that, right? And sometimes, I consider also Capricorns to be like the ice Leo versions, you know what I mean? Like icy Leos, like they kind of are like Leos, but like icy, more cool, So, especially if you're a Capricorn and you have Leo somewhere in your birth chart. The challenge here is this going to work out? There's a lot of doubts. How is this going to unfold for me? Because obviously, Three of Pentacles here talks about cooperation, collaboration, a desire here to resolve this conflict. And this is something that I've been seeing actually coming up quite a few times in your readings. Okay, so we're going to find out more. Basically, this message is going to clarify a lot of things for you, because I feel like that there is a major theme here for you of having doubts. What if I get ignored? What if there is no reciprocation of what I truly want to have in this relationship, in this connection? You could be dealing with another earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. So in the recent past, the Page of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Death card. In the recent past, you might have come out of a situation, something might have ended in your life, and you met this person, okay? You might have had a lot of struggles with ending something in the recent past. You have the Five of Swords and the Death card, okay? It took you a lot of strength, it took you a lot of resilience to end something with somebody or come out of a very difficult, tumultuous situation. And mic check, okay, we're all good. And you met this person. There was a new connection with the Ace of Cups. There was a new love offer that came into your way. You got into a connection or relationship with this person. I think this is something that you might have, maybe you didn't expect, but there was a lot of back and forth communication, which ultimately led to a brand new beginning. Over time, I see here you kind of doubting. Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, kind of going back and forth, Capricorn. Is this something that I should really settle for? I'm not sure if I'm all ready for a full-time relationship. The Hangman here, waiting, okay, hesitation, is clarified by the Judgment, right? The Judgment here is talking about a major realization that you had in the past, and you have to make a decision. The Magician and the Four of Swords. You had to make a decision, and you became extremely honest with yourself, Capricorn. I think whatever has happened in the past in your life, you just showed up, by the way, at the bottom of the deck, okay, which is the Devil. And you showing up at the bottom of the deck with this struggles, Capricorn, it shows just how much you have grown, and you took the time to really look within yourself. You took the time to heal. I think you're somebody that you're very self-aware of your own shortcomings, and you can be quite hard on yourself. I always encourage you to be kind and generous towards yourself. In the recent past, I feel like that you felt like you were not fully ready for a full-time relationship. There was a lot of things going on in your life that you had to prioritize, and this is the reason why you have the Ten of Wands in the recent past showing up as possibly this connection being some sort of a burden, okay? Maybe there was a lot of responsibilities. You had a lot on your plate. Again, roles can be reversed, and those are general readings, so they may resonate with you and they may not, dear Capricorn. The Ten of Wands in the recent past is clarified by the Six of Wands, the Devil again, yeah. And I already know the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, actually, it's one of my most favorite cards. It's a vitamin D type of situation, that's all. In the recent past, what you were ultimately looking forward to successfully close up a cycle, and you did. I think you did. You've been working a lot. You might have said, you know what, if this relationship is not working out, if this connection is not working out, then I can focus on what can I do in my life to make my life better. There was a lot of things that you were trying to achieve for yourself. I think you're a very, it's an obvious fact as a Capricorn, you're very goal-oriented. and you're a go-getter, right? So you're out there, and maybe at the time you had a lot of things going on in your life. You were not fully ready for a brand new beginning, okay? So you focus on what's important for you. You finally decided to prioritize yourself. And if there was anything that was unhealthy, toxic, okay, things that codependency and trust issues and things like that, those things that if they came to the surface, those things might have propelled you forward to focus on, you know what, I'm going to focus on my personal growth and my spiritual growth in the recent past, and you just disconnected. Now in the present moment, you seem to be doing a lot of thinking, rethinking, evaluating, the hermit mode. It's not an easy energy. I think you might have kind of been quite solo, okay, by yourself recently, Capricorn. Four of Pentacles, there is this closed up energy right now because of trust issues, because of doubts that creep in and they come out. How is this situation ever going to work out? The Lovers is coming up again, right? So the Lovers showing up is telling me that you're definitely doing a lot of thinking about this relationship, the person most on your mind, and there is uncertainty. Okay, there's a lot of questions on your mind, the Two of Swords. This is talking about the fact that, first of all, for many of you haven't really moved on from this situation and from this person. You're hoping for best case scenario here. There is something about this person that really pulls you back in, like magnets, okay? You feel very much drawn to this individual. I'm getting here Gemini energy. Also, for many of you, you're still holding on to this person, holding on to this relationship, Four of Pentacles, because you're trying to understand, besides the fact that this situation propelled you forward to have some sort of a spiritual awakening and to really grow and, you know, to elevate and to level up in your life, I think you're also asking yourself the question, what's next? Are there going to be any trust issues in the near future? Is this something worth even pursuing for? You have the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. We're just talking about, is this something that I should really look into in terms of settling down and having family with? Let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles. You're pausing right now. You're reflecting big time. Seven of Cups. You're standing in front of options. You have a lot of things going on in your life, and I think maybe mid-year reset, like this time, you're kind of taking a step back and having a break. There is a Tower moment and the Six of Swords. Whatever has ended between you and this person, it has actually put you in front of like crossroads. You know what I'm saying? Like with the Tower and the Seven of Cups. You either are going to move on from this individual completely and just do your own thing, or you're going to wait. This is a waiting energy here. This is a kind of a not necessarily initiating anything, but just kind of like waiting. Okay, because you do believe that deep down in your soul, Capricorn, there is a potential for some sort of a commitment that may happen between you and this person. So in the present moment, the Seven of Swords is clarified by the Three of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Swords. What you're ultimately looking forward to is a face-to-face conversation. That's the main theme here for you. Face-to-face conversation, wanting to talk to this person. You want to communicate your emotions and your feelings with the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords, how you truly feel towards this person. And the Three of Wands is anticipation. Shows up in the near future as well, which that was a weird way of holding. Oh, yeah, you're anticipating. You're anticipating something here, okay, with this person. So, Capricorn, in the near future, the King of Cups is clarified by the Justice, the Eight of Swords, and the Three of Cups. And then you have the Two of Cups showing up at the bottom of the deck. There is a reconciliation here that you are desiring. And here's the thing. The doubts that are creeping in, the fears that are coming in, they're kind of like hindering you from having full trust that this situation is actually going to work out, that this situation is actually going to unfold in the best case scenario between you and this person, okay? And you're anticipating. I think you're either praying for it. Some of the Capricorns are going to be like, praying. I already thought about that. Praying. I'm not praying for nobody. Okay, it's fine. Now you have the Knight of Wands here, which is clarified by the Hermit. Again, this Hermit mode here, even though things may be a little bit in quietude and silence, things are gonna start moving. Four of Wands, celebration, proposal, commitment, Capricorn, I'm glad you're watching this message right here. And you have the Nine of Cups, and at the bottom of the deck there is the Sun, which is the card of a Leo, right? So I'm not, you could be dealing with Leo, I don't know, but I'm just saying here that in the near future there's going to be some sort of movement. I strongly feel like here that there's going to be a shift in the emotions and into the feelings of both of yours, you and the person on your mind, the person that you're dealing with. I think that what's going to end up happening is that there is going to be a lot of happiness coming in. There's going to be a settlement, okay? There is going to be clarity that's going to take place between you and them, because, like I said, the emotional conversation is going to take place between you and this person in the near future, and a lot of things are going to come to the surface, and you have been seeking for clarity, you have been anticipating. There is an answer that you are seeking to this situation, Capricorn. And for some of you, you could have been in separation from this person for quite some time already. You're waiting. When you look at the birds on the horizon and this person standing onto the hill, it indicates expectation, anticipation, right? Queen of Wands. Again, communication with this person here. You have the Hierophant. Ultimately, is there going to be ever commitment? And then the Five of Pentacles. It's been very difficult to move on and to commit to other people, Capricorn. And this situation has actually really propelled you forward to work more on yourself, to glow up, to focus on yourself. There is this beautiful, silent glow up energy about you that you have been embodying, because you took this situation and you turn it into, what can I work on myself and what can I truly change, right? So your anticipation here with the Three of Wands is clarified by the fact that there is going to be a desire here to have a conversation, emotional conversation about commitment, because the Hierophant here is about marriage. It may look different for every single person when it comes to marriage. Not everyone is going to be on the same page, and that's fine. But I see here a conversation, a situation unfolding for many of you. Like, there is a lot of success stories onto the channel that people share, right? That's going to lead you to having your questions answered. Okay, there's a lot of questions that you have, because right now in the present moment you are hermiting. You have the Hermit here. It talks about just going inwards within yourself and trying to really understand the other side of the story, and also removing the noise. I feel like, Capricorn, there has been a lot of noise and noisy people in your life that you are disconnecting from. It's just like these people have been really projecting and injecting their doubts and their toxicity into your life, into your relationships, how you should deal with the person and things like that. You're taking charge of a situation. So let's get your advice. You have the World card, the Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. Okay. So, and then the Six of Cups. There is a very strong soul connection, okay? Six of Cups talks about a soul connection that's undeniable. And the World card, the last card in Major Arcana, this is talking about a situation, a relationship, a connection that potentially is going to have another new beginning, another cycle with the Page of Pentacles. There is a Five of Wands. Five of Wands showed up as clarifying in your challenge as well. Remember, in the beginning, Capricorn, whatever this situation is about between you and this person, there is that unresolved conflict, misunderstanding, miscommunication that might have taken place that is actually that might have caused you and this person to stray away, to separate. Now, it's gonna be clarified once this situation unfolds for you and the doubts start disappearing. And there's going to be a new cycle. The World card is indication of a cycle coming to an end, closing something, and then having an opportunity to have a brand new beginning, like the Fool's journey, right? And then all over again, you start from ground zero, but not from scratch, but from experience, okay? So what is the messages of love for you, dear Capricorn? And one more minute, and I'm going to thank the person who sent me the birthday gift. Thank you so much, dear Capricorn. Like I said, there is commitment, marriage, if you remember, right? Even the oracle cards are in alignment. With it says, marriage, this relationship is moving towards a sacred union. Now, like I said, marriage can mean multiple things to different people. So you know, it's different, right, for everyone. Take it as it resonates, but there is going to be a conversation about them which is going to be quite emotional. Now, dear Capricorn, dear Melinda Simonian, I want to thank to the person who sent this gift to me. My birthday is coming up on July 28th. Thank you so much for sending me this gift to me. From the bottom of my heart, I was really touched, and for the beautiful handwriting, thank you so much. You make the room, happy birthday, sweet Arman. You make the room shine, and your confidence is contagious. Have a Leo season as bright and beautiful as the magnificent lion that you are. With much love to you as always, Arman Jan. Melinda Simonian. She's a Capricorn who was married to an Armenian, who is, you know, so thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And she also sent, this is my name in Armenian. Thank you for making this happen. It says my name, Arman, and this is the Armenian alphabet. It's a bookmark. So thank you so much for doing this. That really touched my heart. And also the beautiful handwritten note. Very Capricornian, very professional, very demure, very mindful. Okay. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to give a big shout out. So dear Capricorns, thank you so much for all your love and all your support. From the bottom of my heart, I wish you all the best, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye. And keep that beautiful smile up.